It's episode 11B because fuck 12.
11B.
Yo, Juan's been irritating the shit out of me, and I want to do what Draymond Green did to Jordan Poole.
Damn, you just gonna slump him?
Yeah. God damn.
And then coddle him on the way down.
Caress his head while
it's
you
all love.
slowly
You know
carry him down.
It's all love.
Kiss on the cheek, good night.
No, but I was just saying that, like, in combat sports, when you have, like, when you cut weight, like, they call Khabib a weight bully because he was like 215 pounds and he cut down to 155. So he was a lot bigger than his opponents. Draymond Green slumped, who's a 6'9", 260-pound power forward who punched somebody that's Jaren's size.
Oh, God damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like...
He wouldn't have knocked me out like that, is all I'm saying.
Do you think watching that video, the escalation of it, did Draymond sucker punch him? Because there's a lot of controversy on the internet, like, oh, Jordan Poole deserved it, blah, blah, blah. Was that a sucker punch or was
Did
it
he
not?
deserve it? Like, we don't know.
I have one question. Did he say was Jordan Poole talking? Like, I don't know.
Supposedly he was talking like mad shit, but I heard they had beef like prior though. Like,
No, well,
that's what I heard.
I've heard speculation that during their whole practice, training camps and things going on right now, they're saying that Jordan Poole was in line to be getting a max contract extension. Like he's going to get a lot of money added to his contract because, he's one of the up and coming budding stars in the league.
But what does that have to do with Draymond punching him in the face?
Because Draymond's also looking for an extension.
Yeah.
And he's also saying that the veterans on the team, especially Draymond, were kind of turned, they kind of had a little animosity because he was one of those people that was like, yo, I'm about to make all this money. Who do you think you are telling me what to do and shit? You know how like you have
Like
those
showing
power
off and shit?
dynamics?
Okay. So
it's a
there's
veteran
two things.
dynamic.
What? So you telling me Jordan Poole was being arrogant, or just Draymond Green being a little?
That's
pussy?
what they're saying. They're saying that he
or
was.
Draymond just being a little pussy.
It could be taken.
I
It's
think it's
speculation.
the latter. I think
It could be that. It
Draymond
could be
might
that.
be being a little
It could
pussy.
be
Bro,
that.
why you hating on another man, bro?
But
I don't know. I don't know the whole situation. That's all speculation.
You see, Draymond kicked somebody in the nuts, bro. Like,
Jordan Poole did outplay him in the finals. If we're
Way
gonna talk
outplayed
about
him.
it, he contributed a lot more to the Warriors winning.
True,
Hey.
but a lot of the stuff that Draymond does goes behind the play. You know what I mean? Like he does shit that like he's not a Steph Curry. He's not
Not
a
at
Klay.
all.
You know what I mean? But like it's the stuff that he does. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Kicking
Like,
people in the
but-
nuts.
like the 2 points.
my whole
The
thing is,
finals.
Hey,
I want to know the root of all this. They
That's
deserve
what
to
they're
get punched in the face.
Yeah,
That's
I
what they're
don't
saying. The speculation. They were beefing about certain shit, talking, back and forth. They're saying that there's other players who have had altercations with Poole, where Poole is a trash talker. He'll talk trash to people.
Mm-hmm.
There was an interview with Damian Lillard, and Damian Lillard said like he was playing Poole in his rookie season, and Poole was talking crazy to him while he was at the free throw line, and he's like, "Who is this guy talking crazy to me?" And he was like, then Poole said something like that, kind of like escalated it. Well, Dame Lillard was like, "Yo, I'm from Oakland. Like, we could throw hands and
he'll
shit."
fuck you
But
right
like,
here.
this is Damian Lillard, who's like somebody who's known to not really be like
Right, he's
a
not
beef
that- he's
type
not-
person.
I'm
So
kinda
if you
confused,
get
though.
Rowdy kind of guy.
I'm confused though. Like,
how?
yes.
did that deserve to get punched in the face?
No.
Is the question.
And
I don't know.
Draymond definitely forced it, but do you think Draymond did this as a way of saying like, I'm the veteran,
To be
this is my team type shit?
I'm gonna say just one thing, bro. If it was an opponent talking shit and it went overboard, maybe that deserved. But that is your teammate.
No, yeah, for sure.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
you got
Draymond forced it.
you had to get
Definitely.
under his skin. He had to push a lot of buttons.
Yeah,
to get
what
there.
could he have possibly said to you
Yeah.
that made you react that way?
Because remember, Draymond and KD had beef a few years back. Remember?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And
He ain't
Draymond
swing
didn't
on
do no pussy
KD
shit.
like that.
Is Draymond just sensitive? I don't know. This is all speculation.
Nah,
I mean,
he's a bully. He's a
historically-
bully because, like Juan just said, he had beef with KD.
Right,
and
right.
He wouldn't have dare came at KD that way.
Historically, he's shown that when he doesn't do well with criticism of his game or how he is.
And
So, like,
he ends up
when
being
people,
violent.
yeah, he kicked people in the nuts in the middle of a game.
He did.
Like there was another altercation that he had.
That was an accident.
yeah, that was no damn accident.
Hey, no bullshit though. I think Draymond would have knocked KD out clean though.
Nah, but you know,
Probably.
You want to know somebody who could fuck anybody up? There's two people actually that could fuck up anybody in the NBA. Udonis Haslem. No, not Udonis Haslem. It's a Miami player.
Oh, Jimmy Butler?
James Johnson.
James Johnson.
Oh, that hood ass nigga? Hell
Because he does MMA training, and you know who else will fuck up anybody? Steven Adams.
Oh, yeah. Nah,
Steven
that
Adams
dude's.
will beat the fuck out
He's
of
a
him.
huge ass Australian dude.
He's big as shit. He's strong as shit.
I think
Burly.
Boban
And
will
he
give him the
trains.
work. Boban will give Steven Adams the
Oh my
work.
God.
No.
Boban can't even walk barely.
If I
Boban
put
will
money,
give
I'm
him the
gonna
work.
put Steven Adams for the size, and he does training. Damon Lillard does boxing too, so
Oh, Dame
Yeah.
time. Dame
yeah,
time.
he does boxing. So
But circling back, do you think that was a sucker punch that Draymond threw?
Yes.
yes,
That was a
Gotcha.
clean sucker punch.
So-
If that's really your
Yes.
teammate, like, and you guys really have to settle it like that, like,
right.
step to the side, do what you gotta do.
It's
Like
at a
men.
certain point now. Social media knows about it. The people know about it. You're a meme now. The internet blew up over that. Where do the Warriors go from here?
That's a good question.
And where do those players go from here? Because Poole, if I'm Poole, it's bigger than me just getting punched in the face and we're boys on a team. Fights happen in practice. Now the world knows.
Right,
what
his
happened.
feelings are probably hurt.
So now when we go to a game, we're on the court pretending to be buddy, knowing you got knocked the fuck
Right.
out
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Debo did fucking
Right.
the mailman. You know what I mean?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. Like, if I was the Golden State organization, I'm trading or cutting Draymond
I was gonna ask y'all if y'all had
What?
if
Hold on, wait.
because how valuable is Draymond?
Isn't this a contract year for him?
It is.
both of them.
Okay.
He's
I think-
older.
All right.
I'm not
Both
sure.
of
I
them.
don't know.
Both
I
of
don't
them.
know.
All right. I'd send him home for the year.
You think so?
No, that's
I'd send him home for the
That's-
year.
Oh, that's a business
No.
move. But NBA's not like that though.
That's not
Yeah,
gonna, that's
it's
not gonna
not,
work.
but
That's
I'd
not
send
gonna
him home
work.
for the
Yo,
year. This
honestly-
your last year?
Yo, if this
You're
is
done.
WWE,
It's your last year. You're done.
fuck you. Get this is NFL. Get
You're
the fuck
done.
outta here.
Let me ask y'all: if you had to choose between the two players, Draymond Green,
Poole.
Jordan
been on
Poole.
the team
Jordan
or
Poole.
better.
Younger.
Jordan
I got
Poole.
you, I
He's
got you,
younger.
I got
Way bigger upside.
I would pick Poole too, just because I'm be honest, he was torching us in the playoffs.
Yeah,
bro.
nah,
he was
going
putting
off.
in that work. He averaged like 50% from the
Yeah, he was
field.
doing really, really
He
He
well.
averaged like 18
was
points or something
working.
like that. He was putting in that work.
I-
He's looking like one of those players that can develop into a star.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, I know people say Draymond's the defense on the team and all that shit, but like when you got Steph Curry shooting 60% from the field on threes, it's like, what the fuck
Yeah.
do you need a
Do
defense?
you need a Draymond for? And then you got Clay.
No, but
you don't even got to mention Clay.
No,
But
you
damn.
do need a Draymond though because he does
Defensively,
all the stuff that the other players don't do.
the dirty work.
Such
Yeah,
as
the dirty work. He intimidates. He gets in the other team's head. You know what I mean? Like certain players. You
What
know
can
what
Draymond do that Tristan Thompson can't do?
I mean? Nah, just talking- He's a bum,
oh,
dude.
I like that. I
Tristan
like
Thompson.
that.
You about
I
to roast him.
like that.
The only thing the only difference between them two is he ain't smash a Kardashian.
No,
That's
don't
the
call him
only difference,
Draymond.
nigga.
Yo, you guys
So
been-
Draymond
Yo,
is
wait.
great value Chris Humphries
Yo,
because he
better
smashed the
value.
Kardashian.
Triple
Better
single. Call him triple single. Give him his real name.
Yo,
Triple single.
You guys believe in the Kardashian curse?
Absolutely.
Hey, look at my man Tristan.
Nah.
Look at Lamar Odom,
Nah.
Look at Kanye.
Reggie Bush
Devin
got
Booker.
Oh shit.
Reggie Bush
Wait,
got
wait,
the
wait,
deal.
wait.
Reggie Bush flourishing.
He got the Wendy's deal. He's over here selling breakfast burritos and shit.
Who?
Fact, doing
French
commercials
toast
with
sticks.
Reggie Miller
Reggie
and
Bush.
shit.
Wait,
With
Reggie-
Wendy's.
Oh,
Reggie
is
Bush?
he?
Yeah, he be doing the Wendy's commercials.
Getting that money.
Like,
That's a hell of a deal,
Juan,
boy.
I don't want to get political, but I disagree with the Kanye thing, though. I don't want to get political on this podcast. It's
What about
sports.
the White Lives Matter shit? That
I'm not-
shirt and all that stuff that he said.
I'm not getting political.
What are you talking about? You're not getting political. What did he say about Kanye?
I don't want to elaborate on it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't got to speak on
What?
that.
Man, fuck Kanye. Fuck the shirt.
Meek Mill has some
Who
shit
else
to
did he
say
have?
about that too.
It wasn't just him who wore it. It was like Lauren.
Candace Owens.
Yeah, no.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
No, wasn't Lauren Hill's daughter
No,
involved
that
too?
chick
Did she win?
Owens. I heard it was her, but I don't know who that is.
All right. We fuck it. Let's get political. I'm not gonna speak on like my opinion. I'm just gonna speak on why Kanye did it and why Candace Owens did it. Cause I looked into it a little bit just to see like why the fuck he did this. I'm not speaking my opinion. I'm gonna speak on why he did it, and the reasoning for the White Lives Matter T-shirt that's going all over the internet. People going crazy, getting all upset. The reasoning behind it. There's a few reasons. One, they want to go against the Black Lives Matters organization, not necessarily the movement, but the organization that stole billions of dollars that people donated for, the black, grief and trauma that's been happening over the past almost 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
They saying they were scamming. And stuff.
Right, exactly. So it was going against the grain of that. And this is, I don't want to speak on my opinion on this, but it's something that I've been thinking about a lot. That how he, like Kanye, Candace Owens, they don't agree with how the country's being divided. White lives, black lives, Asian lives, and all that stuff is everybody's lives. And
you know what?
I don't know. I'm not saying. I'm just speaking on what the reasoning behind
it. It is a beautiful message.
That
how you ended it is a beautiful message.
Right.
All lives inherently do matter.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But
ahead,
Kanye was on some fucking bullshit. Right now, with the tumultuous times we live in, the audacity, the caucasity to put on a White Lives Matter shirt. Ignorant and churlish.
Why?
Elaborate.
Because what Kanye has shown from previous antics, I call them antics because that's what they are.
That's a
antics.
Great word.
He
Great
always does these over the top, crazy rollouts when he's trying to promote something.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Very
a promotional thing. It's almost like a satire or like a gag. Like, how can I rile people up? What can I do to pull people's heartstrings? And then sell them some shit. I mean, he did that with the bags. He was selling his sweaters recently. He was selling his sweaters out of garbage bags. People like, yo, why the fuck are you selling shit out of garbage bags? Like, this is stupid. And then he was trying to say, oh, it's because, I want people to kind of feel like how homeless people feel. So I really think he gives a fuck about homeless people.
No.
I mean, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Like I said, I don't want to put my input on this, but just going back to the White Lives Matters T-shirt. Do you think that it's like an art form? Like so you know how some certain art forms like graffiti, music, or whatever you consider art is supposed to invoke some type of emotion? You know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to, what's the saying? Like disturb the comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like
I wouldn't call it art, but that's his intention to kind of disturb people. Going back to what Will said,
let me.
That he does all this when he got something he trying to do, something trying to drop, something trying to promote.
Do you think it's music or a message?
This
could be both.
There's two things. Like Kanye could say it's art, but there's two things you can't determine on the opposite end. You can't determine you can't determine how people react to what you're intending to do. And you can't determine how people, their perspective on something you're intending to do. You could easily say, "Oh, this is an art form. This isn't real. This isn't how I really feel about something." But
who's to say that he doesn't feel that way?
What?
You don't think he believes that the White Lives Matter?
I mean, yeah,
I think he does because I watched the interview where he was with Fox News and he was explaining everything.
But saying that's kind of I mean. Duh, like we're trying to say that the whole point of, even the Black Lives Matter movement wasn't to say like white lives matter, white lives don't matter. It's to say that like, hey, we have these, other people, these, people from disenfranchised communities and shit like that who are being targeted. Right. They're being targeted, and their lives are in front of your eyes being shown that their lives aren't worth as much as a white life.
Yep.
A white life. They're trying to say that intrinsically these.
I just want I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like, why do you believe that?
Believe what? What are you saying?
Well, what's the statement that you said?
No, I'm trying to say this is what they're saying.
Oh, the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, this is what the whole point of it was. It's not. It's like what you were saying is Kanye's intention was for art. What was Kanye's intention?
No.
Besides art, was it just to? Oh, this is just a piece of art and whatever it comes with it.
I don't think it was because of a piece of art. I think he's using art to spread a message.
What message?
That all lives matter. It's not necessarily, like I said,
all lives matter or just white lives matter.
No. I'm saying that the message that he was saying, he was trying to say that it's not about white, black, Asian, Hispanic. It's about everybody. If you look,
but I kind of understand Will. Not to cut you off, but I understand where Will's coming from in that aspect because that's something that has been used to counter the Black Lives Matter
movement.
You get me?
rally movement since it started. All lives matter. Asian lives matter. These lives matter. These lives matter.
What do you call that?
And it's not to say they don't, but it's just to say that from what we've seen on social media and other media outlets in America and around the world, the Black life right now needs to be, in a way, protected and nurtured in another direction, because where it's at right now and how it's treated and perceived and looked at in different corners of the world is not that of, say, a white life.
And what it comes down to is, too, a lot of people see when the attention's off them, they're selfish on the attention. Because now people who say, oh, they see a shirt that says Black Lives Matter, now they're looking at it as, oh, what you're saying is Black lives are more important than my life. I'm not the staple anymore. What you're saying is, by me saying Black Lives Matter, it makes them feel like they're losing power of that thought. Like, oh, you saying Black Lives Matter means now we have to treat you above everything else. It's like they're looking at it as like,
facts. I don't want you to treat me better than you treat everyone else.
Yeah.
I want you to treat me how you would treat anyone else.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Bro, this
simple
shit's
as
deep
that.
fuck, though. Damn.
and going back to the Kanye thing, going back to the Black Lives Matter thing, right? If Black Lives Matter so much, right? Why is 50% of the black growth, specifically in minority communities like New York, Chicago, the death, like 50%, over 50% of black death is abortion.
50%?
That is a fact. That
Then you would have to look at kind of the reasons behind the pregnancies and the reasons why
and
they
then you
might
gotta look
be getting these
statistically.
abortions. Mainly, they probably aren't able to support the child that they'll probably be bringing into the world.
I'm a little. There's always
When looking at
statistics, but then
communities,
you got to look at, like, there's a micro and a macro to everything. You could say statistically on a macro scale that shit, it's 50% for what you're saying, but then you got to really think percentage wise. If it's talking about the United States, statistically, there is more white people in the United States than there are black. So 50% of black death is coming from abortion. Wouldn't that mean statistically there would be more percentage for abortion deaths in the white community as well?
But that's what he was saying. There's actually more black.
Because you could tell one thing. Oh, so there's the higher percentage from black than white, but less people. So that would be considered a gross
Yeah,
like,
so basically 50% of abortions, the race that are getting abortions, specifically New York, Chicago, LA, and stuff like that, is 50%. Well, that's what they're saying. I haven't looked that deep.
I was gonna say I have to look into that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just speaking on what they're saying, and they are strongly opinionated on these facts and stuff. And I'm playing devil's advocate. I can't speak on a black life because I am not black. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just speaking through perspective, and just I'm reiterating what Candace Owens, Kanye are saying, and I just want to, just see what your opinions on this.
Well, my opinion is I think he's trying to sell something, and I think he's trying to draw eyes to whatever he's trying to sell. And it's not really coming from him trying to be political. I think it's him trying to be a salesman on some shit.
You think so?
And he's pandering to a certain audience.
In my opinion, I think he actually truly believes the shit that he's doing. That's just me though.
He thinks it's bigger than him. You think, right?
What do you mean?
By like, Will thinks that he's trying to do some salesman shit. But I think he's really trying to push this as like, yo, this is bigger than me. It's bigger than everything.
I think so.
mean?
Yeah, right.
So I think personally, I think he genuinely, means what he's doing with this.
Yeah,
I don't see it as a publicity
to me,
thing.
when I hear Kanye talk, people think he's crazy. He be saying these wild statements. To me, I'm like, oh, I get your perspective. I'm not saying he's right.
I understand Kanye's perspective, and I understand kind of what he was trying to do, kind of be using satire in a promotional sense in a way. I think that's what it was.
you can't determine people's reaction to that.
Yeah,
those
exactly.
attempts.
You don't control people's reaction to shit.
Because
And,
something that you could think you could use as a satirical type of outlet to like
You
put
think it was
out.
satirical or was
No,
it
like I think he's using it as a sales ploy, and people read through it because he's done
Because,
this
like,
in the past.
I,
So
like,
now it's kind of like it's becoming, you know, at first it was like, all right, this is just what Kanye does, but now it's kind of like, bro, we know what you're doing.
I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily
Like it's not even.
I don't
I
necessarily-
think it's completely like pull the political shit away from it. I think this is something that was a strategic thing that he did. Like he knew he was going to do this, and he strategically knew this was going to piss certain people off, and it was going to draw attention from certain people that are like, "Oh, I know what you mean, Kanye. I get what you're feeling."
Bring eyes
But
to him.
really, I don't think Kanye gives two shits about either opinion.
You
I
think
think he
so?
cares about the
I don't know.
dollars and
I don't-
cents.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Nah, I think he's past that.
What,
think he's
money?
Well, I mean,
Nah,
bro, he's
I-
worth a shitload.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that statement specifically.
I don't think it's a
but
money aspect.
I
Right
just think it's the art form and just bringing awareness to his message. And
What's the awareness in the message?
like certain like all right. So I was watching like some people was reacting to the interviews and stuff. Minority black people that were reacting
Because
to
he was
it.
just on Piers Morgan too, and I'll talk about it.
Yeah, I saw that too. And basically they were reacting to his interview with Fox News. Long story short, they were like, "Oh damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know about the abortion rate with black people. Oh, I didn't know that." Like just the little statements that he was saying, like, "Oh, okay." He's just bringing awareness to certain things that maybe.
the people that don't have the self awareness of all that shit.
Yeah, exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly. But I mean, like I said, this is just my.
The thing about
My view on
statistics, though, they lack context. Kind of like how our podcasts sometimes lack
On TikTok.
context. On TikTok.
The short form content.
But they lack context in a lot of sense because they always use certain statistics to draw into certain emotions. One of the things I noticed about certain statistics that they bring up a lot in the black community as well when they talk about death is black on black crime, which, if you really think about it, in black communities, who's going to be the person nearest to you? Black communities are predominantly black. So you saying black on black crime is an epidemic in the United States, it kind of sounds stupid because it's like you don't ever hear anything about white on white crime or things like that because you on a societal
and not to cut you off, but I get what Will's saying as far as like you can kind of you have to
statistics can be shaped and molded into what you want.
You have to look at why these abortions, like I said, might be happening.
Yeah.
What might lead
Them
to
to the-
this amount of women in these communities feeling like this would be a better
And
option?
a lot of it boils down to
that's the
improper
question.
health care. In impoverished communities, a lot of it boils down to instability in households.
But why? What is the
Poverty.
reason?
There's a lot of things.
But like.
There's a lot, bro. We're getting deep, and we
No, I
really
know,
want to
we
get
are
into
getting
that.
deep.
We're getting
Yeah,
deep.
we are getting
like
deep.
if we want,
But,
that's a lot of stuff.
I just
to
want to say
bring up.
one thing that you guys keep bringing up: media keeps exposing media. You know, you were talking about social media keeps talking about the black experience. You were talking about how like just how media exposes the black life. It is a lower income, struggling type of, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I think it's more of like
I wouldn't
a
say
perception
would-
that this is
yeah,
what the
I
media's
wouldn't-
trying to view, like, you know,
I-
with the
the
black
media
on
shows you
black
what they want
crime.
you
You know
to
what I'm
see.
saying? Like, I feel like, not I feel like, actually, I have a strong belief that the media is trying to make black people like a certain perception. They are violent. They are poor. They're from lower
Yeah, give
income.
them that
No, I got
certain
You know what I'm saying?
I get
Like-
where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming. But
Yeah.
that's
There it is.
it's what I'm trying to say is too. The thing about the media is they'll tell you
Fuck the media.
all
bro.
the worst things.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck the
about
media, bro.
Because when you watch the news, I watch I don't like to watch the news a lot.
I never watched the news.
And when I do watch the news, it's all negativity 9 times
Exactly.
out of 10.
Exactly.
Because what it is they want you to feel a certain, what's the word? An anxiety, almost like some
Yeah,
like
the
they want
news
you to
is
feel a
just to
certain.
paint a
it's always-
picture.
yeah.
Yeah,
wanna
they
put-
want,
yeah.
and
That's
they,
all it is.
they'll purposefully pick certain things to,
Paint a picture.
Paint a picture
yeah,
of
exactly.
something.
But this is going back to the Kanye thing, bro. They're trying to divide everybody, bro. That's what he's trying to do. And he
don't
tried to
see it.
provoke a message.
I don't see
But
it.
can you not
I can't
see
fuck with Kanye 'cause of
how wearing a shirt saying white lives matter would be divisive?
this?
No,
Insensitive.
no, it can. But this is just
So he in him trying to do that, like Will said, you can't necessarily control how people perceive things.
Or react
Him
to
trying
it.
to do that, it might have not had the effect he might have wanted it to have, which is why he then had
You
to
can
go
put out
on
whatever you
fucking
want.
different news outlets doing interviews explaining why he had this shirt because it didn't come across how he wanted it to.
right.
Because it was fucking stupid.
Very stupid.
But that's Kanye though.
Fucking stupid.
You think so?
Yeah, that's Kanye.
I mean, like I said, this is everyone can have an opinion, especially if you like. My thing is because when I first saw, it, I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, but then I was like, "Wait a minute, let me look into this for a second before I get." Because you know what it is too. I noticed that, especially speaking on media, they try to control you with emotion.
Yeah.
They try to get you angry. They try to get you upset, and that's how they get you.
I think that's where they first get you. Like they try to get you emotionally first
Mm-hmm.
and stir you all up.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
And then
Yes.
feed you news about things that you're already emotionally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Let me-
And feed you things that you're already emotionally
you know what that
invested
means?
in.
That was a good
That's
combo.
the
He
news.
lost. He was like, he was in the middle of combo. He's like, yeah, I'm ready.
This is a good ass conversation, you know?
Right,
A
right.
real question is, how does this affect LeBron's legacy?
Because he got to come forward and speak about this now.
Yo, honestly, I want to
He
be
do.
honest.
He is an ambassador.
I hate LeBron's political takes. I fucking hate his shit.
You do.
bro.
I don't pay attention to that nigga.
we, ain't,
want me to
we
be-
ain't listening to him.
Whenever,
too much political
whenever
takes. I'm
I
sorry,
fucks with
sorry.
LeBron, I know he got a lot of hats. He got to wear a lot of hats. He's
He has to.
He's
His
this
hairline's up here.
generation's.
I was going
I'll be honest. I give him his credit. He's this generation's GOAT, and the amount of like just the amount of philanthropist type work that he does in inner city communities, giving back to his hometown, his home state, and shit like that. I fucks with LeBron. But I'm a Celtics fan, so fuck LeBron. but LeBron, sometimes when he has to like give an opinion on stuff, I know he doesn't want to piss nobody off, so it's like the most neutral, empty statements.
Exactly.
Most neutral emptiness.
You got to be in the middle.
Tries his best to be so impartial. Like,
Right.
just not upset anybody. Just smile and be agreeable. Like,
And
bro.
that's why I don't really fuck with his takes, but I like what you did there.
Nah, but you know what I mean. Shout out LeBron though. LeBron, you know what I mean.
You don't want to be looked at as the bad guy. You don't want to say the wrong thing and then get like heat from him. Yeah,
Who gives a fuck? Stand for something.
Well, you're in the right now. This world's
You're the
super
best
judgmental.
player in the world. If someone wants to say something to you, fuck
Smack
it.
him.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Nah,
bro.
Y'all
You know what I mean?
want to talk about some more controversy?
Controversy. What's controversy?
About AB showing his pee in Dubai.
Oh, I saw that.
That's what it was?
Yeah, he was.
I saw him twerking on some lady face.
Yeah, he was swinging dangling around in a fucking pool and shit.
That's crazy.
But I did hear some rumors though that the lady that was in the pool, originally people were like, "Oh, he's doing that. Why is he showing his dick to that lady? She's innocent. She's not involved." I guess AB came out and made a statement saying like, "No, she's the one who took my shorts off
Right.
and she threw them away.
Ooh.
So she's the reason why I was
See?
ass naked in the pool."
Wait a minute.
Look how the media tries to spin this
So
shit.
it
Look at
kind
that.
of
See?
shows you what I was saying though. Sometimes AB be right, but he just don't be like, you know what I mean?
He don't know how to what's the word?
He's still crazy.
He don't know how to market it correctly.
Yeah. No. He just needs to avoid certain situations that he gets caught up in because this is something
He
that
just
could
don't know how
easily
to
been
act.
avoided.
Wait a
Period.
second. He does hang out with Kanye a lot.
He got an endorsement deal too. With,
We're going to have to look after Jaylen Brown because he signed to Donda Sports. We're going to have to
man.
keep a close eye on our brother.
And the way Kanye
listen.
moving, bro, I don't know if them 360 boosts is gonna keep the ankle support Brown need while he's balling. Because if you gotta wear some 360,
He better not be balling in no
350s,
Yeezys, dog.
them
He
shits-
better just stick with the Kobe's, dog.
you gotta pull up in those
You
shits.
better
and
stick with the Kobe's.
Snap.
Snap. You have ankle injuries.
But
Damn.
I mean, how do y'all feel about that whole AB situation? Did y'all?
I mean,
think it was crazy?
I haven't looked into it, but just anything in general with AB, I just think
It's comedy for me, bro.
You know what it is? The same way you feel about Kanye is the same way I feel about AB. It's just all like like controversy sells.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing.
The
Yep.
thing about that made it kind of weird. I was like, bro, this is old, like an old like video. Like it's old news.
Oh, is
that,
it?
that was from May.
Oh,
May
shit.
12th. They said the video was from May 12th.
Oh, now they reaching though.
Oh,
That's months ago. So
know-
like the fact that this is coming out now, it's almost like
I don't want to get to controversy, but you know what that tells me? They're trying to get rid of him.
they're trying to sell a story too.
He ain't coming back to the league anyway.
No, he's done.
That's
Bro,
what I'm saying.
After he posted Tom Brady wife,
Oh, he's done.
I don't think
I saw
any
that
owner
shit, bro.
in the
You know what it
league
is?
is
I saw
signing
that
him.
shit.
You know what it is?
Yo.
It's what Drake said. If they ain't got a story, they'll make one. And that's what they did. They fabricated into something that,
Hey.
it could have been something like whatever. Like this is you don't even know. He could have been messing with this girl.
Hey,
I know it's in Dubai and they're like, but like they're painting a picture on a lot of shit that
you know what?
context is
Hey,
context.
You know why this is coming out though? Is because I heard that he over there sold a fake watch to a nigga and got $166,000 for it though.
Scammy alert.
Yep.
Scammy
I
alert.
think-
Is that
It's
the
legal
reason?
over there.
No, now they're trying to
Just paint more pictures.
add more fuel to the fire. It's like, oh,
But
shit,
you know what
this?
that reminds me of? Just to go on the YouTube stratosphere, content creators. They did my boy Sneako wrong.
What happened?
He deleted it off every platform. He's supposed to.
Damn.
single one?
Andrew Tate and then him.
Yeah, it's because he speaks on a lot of conspiracy theories. I guess the argument is he's not stating facts, is more conspiracy, I guess, or whatever. Is a detriment to the terms of service and all that shit.
Bro, what the fuck happened to freedom of speech, nigga?
Hey,
They're taking this shit away from us, dog.
They pussified the internet. That's what it is. Bigger than life, playboy.
that's a clip right there. Yo, it's
What
fucked
the
up.
fuck happened,
You know what's
man?
fucked up? I listen to you guys. I'm like, that's a good clip. That's a good clip. That's a good clip.
Clip it, baby.
Nah, but I mean, honestly, like, I wasn't the biggest of like followers for Sneako because, like, I don't know. I felt like he was kind of jumping on a wave at a certain point. There was a lot of people coming out with certain content that was kind of directed in the same way he was trying to put his shit out, but there was people ahead of him. And once it became like that thing that everybody wanted to do, like, oh, let me talk about relationship stuff, like female, like, how female femininity and male masculinity should be promoted in a relationship and shit like
Right,
that.
like that shock
He
jock.
ca-
type
that-
of-
yeah,
I-
it
I mean,
came out at a certain time where I'm like, bro, are you just like doing this because it's popular or trendy?
I disagree, just because I thought that initially too, but as I look back in his content, he was actually speaking about this since he was like fucking 15 years old.
What does a 15-year-old know about relationships and advice on relationships?
I mean, you could say the same shit
or
for anything, bro.
masculinity.
You could say the same thing for anything, bro. What does somebody who doesn't have a college degree know about knowledge? You could say the same shit.
Well, that's a
No, I think that's a little too-
that's a
too
little
much,
far fetched.
yeah.
Because like think about Andrew Tate as an example, or even Kevin Samuels. They came from successful backgrounds where they're giving you their resume, their accolades. They're giving you what's the word? You feel like this is a trustworthy source that's trying to direct you and guide you. Whereas Sneako, I'm like, bro. This looks like
Nah,
the
that's
nigga
true. Nah, I
this
feel
look like
that.
the nigga that changes transmissions at the AutoZone up the street, bro. He got a fucking slit in his eyebrow and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like, bro, I'm not taking niggas' advice serious. He look like the dope boy from up the street. Fuck this nigga. Who is
That's
Like, he's
crazy.
trying to give me financial advice and
Nah,
masculinity advice and shit.
you're right. You're
You-
definitely right
you
about
the one
that.
who told me the story about him letting his girl get cream pied in front of him. I'm not listening to this nigga. Fuck him.
What?
You the one who told me that.
Yeah.
Cuck ass nigga. Fuck.
Hey, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. I just want to,
Nah,
Yeah,
for
nah,
real.
that's hilarious.
fucking
But
legend.
nah,
Cuck,
I feel you.
Cuck. Great transition.
Oh,
How about that Thursday night game? Cuck Wilson and Matt Ryan laying eggs, boy. Them motherfuckers.
Bro, that's
is
your boy.
yo, you know what's
garbage
crazy?
this
You
year.
can't say cuck on Twitch. Thank God we're not live streaming.
Oh man, well,
Hey,
guess
that's
I
your
won't be
boy,
on
though.
Twitch.
You swear by this man. You
Yo,
think
he's
he's
been
a
playing
dog.
like
y'all pulling on the
shit,
heartstrings.
bro.
Yo,
He's been playing like shit.
I think
Hot
it's time.
garbage.
Hey, I'm gonna say this one thing. I saw this one clip where people like. I like to watch the technical aspect of the game. So there's this dude. He breaks it down on TikTok. On the last play in overtime, he missed a wide open
KJ
receiver.
Hamler. Yep.
Wide open.
Yo,
Slant.
I think it's time, bro.
What happened? What
Wide
happened?
open.
Well, what's your theory on why he's playing like shit?
Hey, let me tell you this before you say something. Is Russell Wilson shit quarterback of the week, bro?
I think,
Oh,
I
is
think,
it?
I
Is
think
it him or Matt Ryan? Because that was both terrible games.
I mean, whoever lost will.
Yo.
Yo, what the fuck is this?
Yo. Are you gonna throw a flag on the play? What are we doing here?
We're ready.
Nigga, it ain't Halloween yet. What's going on?
Flag on the take.
Oh my God. Yo, you seen it here first. Stocked Up Podcast.
No, wait.
Ref Will.
Wait.
This is a new segment
Wait.
brought to you exclusively by the boys at the Stocked Up Podcast. Each week, we're going to review a particularly controversial sports take or prediction from one of our previous pods. Review it, discuss it, and determine if it is deserving of a flag or if it's sound enough to be a no call.
Bro, what the
So I want you,
Will just came through with some shit.
I want you, the fans, to go to any of our Stocked Up Podcast social media platforms and comment whether our takes are valid or
You gotta
they're
clip-
deserving of a fat L sandwich.
You gotta clip this.
fact?
You gotta put that out.
Clippersaurus.
So wait.
This is fan interaction.
so-
This is
Hold on,
great.
wait. I want to let me finish
This is
intro real
great.
quick. I want you guys to go to those social media platforms and comment and determine whether these are L takes or valid. Now, whichever comment gets the most likes and engagement, we will feature on a future podcast.
Yes.
That's dope.
So now that this is the official first, flag on the
play.
take
So,
segment,
shit.
wait.
I want this to be very impartial and very unbiased. Because I support you boys. And it could be any of y'all going on in the future next week's. So my main discussion that I wanted to bring up for this podcast for the first official Stop the Pod flag on the take segment is Russell Wilson still elite? And going back to my old take, can he still make it to a Super Bowl this year?
We gotta
So-
the stats.
So each episode, no, I got him. Don't worry. I already got the next gen
Damn.
stats ready.
Yeah, don't worry about nothing. I got it.
Damn.
So each episode,
I don't need the mic no more.
each episode will be given the opportunity to defend one of our controversial takes. Depending on what it is, you'll get a heads up about it, but you'll get the opportunity to defend, and everybody else in the pod will get to determine if it's an L take. You know what I mean?
That's a W take.
So
All right.
let me give everybody a quick replay. A quick replay of what happened from the previous episode.
What the fuck, bro? This dude came. Holy shit, bro.
Deeper into
You had a Joe Flacco jersey in high school. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Shout out Joe Flacco, bro. He had a good ass team, bro. I mean, no, they might win the division. I wouldn't be surprised. But Russell Wilson win the Super Bowl, bro?
What's stopping them?
I think
What's stopping them from winning the Super Bowl? Russell Wilson.
Let Russ cook. Let Russ cook.
Now that the fans have heard the replay and you guys have, gotten a little refresher on it, I want to be able to give myself a little bit of opportunity to defend my statements from previous.
Okay, yeah.
And I want you guys to understand that it's not on Russell Wilson completely. The team isn't failing just because of him.
I think it's 75% Russell Wilson to be.
yeah.
You would say that, but then let me pull up the stats for you. So, from previous weeks,
It's
right
looking
now,
bad. His stats, they looking bad.
from previous. So the Broncos are 2-3 right now. They just
Right.
lost Thursday night. The thing about their 2 wins, though, they beat San Fran and they beat Houston. Now,
San Fran was a good win.
yeah, and what they did is they held San Fran to only 10 points.
Okay.
Every single game they've played, except for the Las Vegas game where it was 32-23, they held all their teams to at least under their average.
So
Meaning
the
their
def-
defense is
So the
stout.
defense is good.
The defense is stout.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is their defense can carry the team. Their offense has some issues, but Russell Wilson still ranks second with 1,295 passing yards among all QBs in the league, and has a overall QB rating of 89.5.
That's kind of ass.
That's
worse.
middle of the pack. That's like 15.
Yeah,
He's ranked 15.
I'm saying like for $240 million, bro.
But-
That's ass.
Yeah.
But like, you got to think, this is him in a new system, in a new offense, with new players. But he still managed to have Cortland Sutton be a top 5 reception yard receiver. He's getting
How
the
many
ball.
touchdowns has he thrown on the season?
You know, Will, the only reason why I'm still on the Russell Wilson bandwagon is because I love Russell Wilson, and 2, it's still a little early.
It is. It's early,
kind of early,
bro. What I'm telling you, this is a new team with a new QB.
Wait, hold on. What's the saying? You can't get to the playoffs early, but you can make sure you're out of the playoffs early.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denver's on their way.
But I feel like right now, you can't
You
really
feel, you believe, you think.
No. I believe that you really can't judge like, oh, new team, new thing, bro. Matthew Stafford. You went to a new team, won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
We're gonna do this again.
You know, I was thinking though, like, I'm kind of with you on
That's
because
a good argument.
Don't bring up the GOAT in this scenario.
You know,
and don't
no.
bring
Wait,
up
wait,
that
hold on, one
Russ
second.
has been Matthew Stafford in the same conversation as a Super Bowl winning quarterback who brought his team there. Matthew Stafford got carried. He got coddled like a little baby in the arms of Aaron Donald and Von Miller. They might as well have, you know how like you see those clips where the people running the marathon and then the motherfucker passes out right in front of the finish line, and then you see the motherfuckers got to carry him across and shit.
There you go.
He got carried.
you're about to
that
get killed
finish
on
line.
TikTok.
Yep.
But speaking of TikTok, I don't want to cut you guys off. I saw this crazy statistic where 65% of our viewers are from the age of 18 to 22. So, which makes me think that the first time they ever saw Matt Stafford play was in the Super Bowl. So they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
That was the first NFL game they ever watched.
See, and we talked about this. Eli Manning.
Fuck, bro.
People remember Eli Manning as this
He was a butt of all jokes.
like the narrative nowadays is like because he's Peyton's brother, he was somehow close to Peyton Manning in
In
play.
the two rings. And
he's got the two rings
over Brady.
over the GOAT. Dog. What was the narrative when Eli was playing?
Bro, he was like a shit player.
How inconsistent
Overrated.
was Eli Manning when
Bro,
he was
he had
playing?
seasons, bro,
That's-
with over 20 interceptions, bro. He had multiple seasons with more interceptions than touchdowns, bro. And it's crazy because I remember this was like 4 or 5 years ago. I remember this one random ass episode, First Take, with Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith, and fucking the NFL players voted who was the most overrated player in the NFL, and they all voted Eli Manning.
Well, yeah, he's overrated because of his last name. You know what I mean?
Bro, come on. Who are
I've
these?
always said it, and I'll never not say it.
Bro, who are these 16-year-olds that fucking they don't know football? You never watch Eli Manning play. Get the fuck out of here.
They
You
don't
never
even have cable, bro. They don't have a fucking streaming platform to watch the game. They have bedtimes. I don't want to hear from y'all.
fuck.
All right,
Dumbass kids.
Let me bring back to the point, because this is the main final determination in the flag on the take segment. Each of you get a vote. L take, or we strong
Jameis
man?
Winston.
We strong man?
L take. Fuck Russell Wilson.
We strong. All right, Juan, you the decider.
Wait, what is it? What's the L take?
L take means
No, I'm saying no.
What is the take again? You said
What does it take?
is Russell Wilson still elite, and does he still have an opportunity to make it? I'm gonna adjust it
Yo, can I-
to the playoffs.
Can I do a tie?
/ for Super Bowl?
Oh, is he still elite? I wouldn't say he's a bad quarterback. I wouldn't say he's an elite quarterback.
know. I don't know.
But
because y'all
he's
got to
still
determine,
good.
was my take sound or was it on some bullshit?
I don't think they're
I don't
going
know.
to the Super Bowl.
You know what
That's
it is?
nuts.
I don't know. I can't say. I don't know.
Because
yet.
in the clip he said Super Bowl. So
I'm
Super
still not
Bowl?
sure.
Nah.
No.
Hey, I remember
I
when
don't see
Tebow
it.
went 8-0. Oh, no, was it
L.
Tebow? Broncos. Remember when Broncos went 8-0 and then didn't even make the playoffs? Remember that? Josh McDaniels at the head coach. Remember that year?
Yeah.
And didn't even make the
Hey, crazy
So
things
Marco-
happen in
Marco-
the league.
Marco,
Crazy things
Football.
happen in the league.
So you're saying you don't think it's an L take?
No, I don't think so. Nah, not yet. Not yet. I don't think it's an L take.
How many games?
I say
How
How many
Okay.
games has it been?
Five.
Five.
It's been 5 years. I mean, 5 games.
I think it's more than enough. Actually,
Mm.
I think it's more than enough.
I saved myself.
I don't
Because
think.
I made a rule.
Do I gotta get a referee costume now too?
I was thinking that, honestly. It might have to.
I made a rule. If anybody does when you get in the first take segment, if you get a clean sweep of L's, there's a punishment.
Yeah, eat hot sauce.
Nah,
Saying
there's
that practical
a
jokers,
certain
nigga.
prop you're gonna have to wear the rest of the time.
All right, so just as we end this, just want to list off Russell Wilson's stats real quick on the season.
For the season?
Nah,
Yeah, so on 170 pass attempts, this is from ESPN.
Right.
On 170 pass attempts, he's completed 101 passes for a completion percentage of 59.4. Not bad.
it's not
It's
terrible.
below average.
Yeah, definitely below average. 4 touchdowns on the season to
Nah,
3
it's
interceptions.
3 interceptions is just
Oh,
bad.
that's
It's gross.
ugly.
That's
And
Jameis
he's been
Winston shit
sacked
right there.
16 times.
Nah,
in
he's
5
his
games.
O line is garbage. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
And
I looked up the next gen stats. Statistically, for their strength of schedule, they rank higher than most of the people in their division. The only people that are higher than them for strength of schedule is Kansas City. But Kansas City has the highest strength of schedule out of all teams in the entire league. So their strength of schedule is worse than the Chargers and the Raiders. So
Okay.
they're playing harder teams on average.
Well, I'd
the
say
Chiefs?
so.
Hey,
'Cause, Russ's passer rating, just to finish off, ESPN has him at 82.8.
yeah.
below average.
That might be the 89 Will was
so
talking about.
so
QBR 36.9.
His QBR is trash.
Holy shit, that's terrible.
Yo, but
But,
speaking
hey,
on O line though, their O line even got worse because they lost Garrett Bowles, the left tackle.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a rough season. It's gonna be a rough season for him. But a lot
Damn,
of those
and he
teams in
left
that division
Seattle
have
because
rough
he didn't have an
seasons.
O line, huh?
Yeah,
Geno Smith is playing better than your
that
boy.
should say
They
something.
must have got Geno an O line, yeah.
You know what I'm thinking?
And let me ask.
Russell Wilson was a system quarterback.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Let me preach on that.
Because wait. What you saying is Russell Wilson is Trent Dilfer?
No, what I want to say
He's
is,
he's not there.
hey, you know what I'm
better
gonna
than
say? Juan said Baker Mayfield was serviceable.
What he's
I'll
serving
take.
up this
He's doing worse than
my
Russell, bro.
God.
You
Baker
decide.
I'm
Mayfield
gonna have to go back.
You
and
decide.
the worst quarterback we have probably ever seen.
Ever. Holy shit.
This guy is
Terrible.
terrible.
Horrible.
Nobody anticipated him to play this bad this year.
Yeah,
Baker
Juan.
Mayfield?
I didn't even think he
Hey.
would play
Yeah, you
this
gotta wear a
bad
big
this
ass
year.
L on your
Nah, I
fucking
want you to
head.
understand. I want you to understand.
That is-
I tried to give y'all some insider stuff from what I saw when I went to that preseason game. Seeing Baker Mayfield, there was a disconnect with the people on his own team. Like, people on the team didn't even look like they fuck with him. He came out extra late, like 20 minutes after everybody.
I mean, you could be looking to super deep into that. I don't know, but I just know he's fucking playing like
But
shit.
he came out, he was trying to high five people, nobody fucked
They're
him.
like
Nobody
the-
dapped him up. They didn't do that to Darnold, though. When I saw
actually-
Darnold come out, I was like,
I gotta take a piss.
Well,
so
I
bad.
believe the Carolina fans actually like Sam Darnold. I would
That's what I
I would
fuck
think
with him.
that he was starting there for a little bit. I think he did a little bit. I'm sure they like him a lot better than this fucking idiot right here, Baker Mayfield. Let me pull up his stats on the season. Let me see what he's
he ain't good. just
Yo,
know
what we
they're
gotta
not-
say about your fucking stupid ass take, bro?
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy reading these stats. Okay.
What we got here,
On
brother?
117 passing attempts,
Oh, man.
64 completions.
What the fuck?
Completion
bro?
percentage of 54.7.
And he's still a start. Is he still a starter?
Well, yeah, because Darnold's injured. That's
He's
why.
thrown 4 touchdowns and 3 picks,
Don't they got a rookie? They drafted?
11
Yeah, but
sacks.
He fucked up his foot in the preseason game
Bro,
against.
they got, is
Oh.
His
McCaffrey
season is almost identical to Russell Wilson's.
is McCaffrey healthy?
Looking at the
Nah,
stats.
nah. What's his
McCaffrey's
passing
playing?
yards?
Nah.
His passing yards.
His passing yards, Russell Wilson has like 500 more passing yards than him.
Yeah, because
I gotta
Russell
take a
Wilson's
piss.
ranked
I gotta take a
second.
piss. First ever piss break on the fucking podcast.
Fuck it. We're going to
Oh,
keep bashing
man.
Russell Wilson and Baker Mayfield.
Damn, you know what? Damn, bro.
He's got a QBR of 15.1. Baker Mayfield.
That's your GPA. That's what you had to graduate with that. 15.1. Technically,
Shut
in
up,
Juan's
man.
mind, that's still passing. He made it out. 15.1 means you serviceable.
That shit's okay.
Bro, nobody thought Baker would do this bad though.
Nah,
Who did?
I didn't think
knew
so.
he was gonna be garbage.
No, I didn't. I thought he
No.
was gonna be bad. Not this bad though.
This is Johnny Manziel-esque.
Like, granted, who's he really working with besides T-Mac down there?
Robbie Anderson. Who's the other wide receiver they got? Not Burns. What the fuck is his name? I always forget his name.
Moore?
Yeah, DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ
They
Moore.
got- He's still there. Oh, okay.
Bro,
Damn,
they
nah, they
got
gotta get a
weapons, bro.
QB.
I'm be honest, their defense ain't terrible either.
They straight. They good.
So when you get like smoked as bad as they begin smoked, it's
Who'd they lose to last week? The Cardinals.
I think so. Let me
got
pull it
smacked by
back up
Cardinals.
again.
Yeah,
We
but
need to
Kyler
do it.
Murray
We need to do
before-
an NFL show on God.
Kyler Murray before college pretty good, bro. So
Yeah, 26-16.
yeah,
They
you
lost.
know what it is? With Baker Mayfield, I feel like he came from the situation at Cleveland expecting that people were gonna give him that. What the fuck? People were gonna give him that starter respect.
What the fuck is good with
bro,
this?
we got
nigga's
a
on
fucking
drugs.
We got a
Drugs, bro.
referee on here. We got a fucking boogeyman. on
Creepy
here.
crawler.
I don't know. It's not spooky
Yeah,
season though.
yeah, I snapped my fucking watch over there too.
Oh yeah.
Crawling on the floor like the boogeyman.
Yeah, you gotta be
The
careful, brother.
boogeyman.
You can't buy them
Fucking
G
idiot.
Shocks from them middle of the mall packs. You know what I mean? The middle of the
From
mall
the
vending
Indian
machines.
Facts. You just gotta spend the $10 at Walmart. Them bitches last forever.
Yeah, but
Oh,
all right,
God.
we gonna progress. So, have y'all been looking at the situation with Tua at all out of Miami?
Yeah, let me just speak on that real quick. Let me
Right.
just say something to the Miami Dolphins organization, brass,
Tell 'em.
front office. Every one of you should be put in jail
Yeah, Chris Greer got it.
for an extended period of time.
Why?
Their medical staff should be fired and also put on trial.
Why?
Nah, they fired him.
Why
They
was
fired
Tua out there playing in the first place?
Playoff money.
If it's about the money, you should have sat him. Look ESPN.
Make the playoffs,
Stephen
baby.
A. Smith. They reiterate this phrase constantly. Gross motor instability.
The fuck's that, man?
The prominent sign of a concussion when you can't even be stabilize yourself.
Mm.
He couldn't do that.
You all right? So a little information that I was reading up on it, and they were kind of breaking down what was going on when Tua was doing the thing with his hands. Those are called fencing signs.
Bro, this nigga had a seizure.
So what that is that's an indicator of a traumatic brain injury, usually from either open wounds in your cranium, like you have blood, like you have a blood clot, or you're either have closed up wounds from improperly treated,
Right.
concussion. So he had internal bleeding in his brain,
Exactly.
most likely from that second hit, meaning
And he
your
wasn't
life
healthy.
is shortened almost. Like there is no coming back from those types of injuries a lot of the time, meaning he will probably have permanent brain damage going
He's
for the rest of his
definitely
life.
gonna have permanent
Hey,
brain damage.
what
And
I
I
will
don't
say,
like how people kind of downplay it, because it's like you only get one brain, bro. You don't get to like there's certain shit you can't fix.
I will say this one thing. Just speaking like just combat sports in general. If you get a concussion or get knocked out, automatic 6 to 12 month suspension. Automatic. You cannot fight or go back to the ring 6 to 12 months, depending on the doctor's analysis.
I like that.
So if you get a concussion in the NFL, you should be gone for the rest of the season.
yeah,
I said the same thing. After that shit happened, he should be out he should have been out for the year after the previous game.
That's true.
That shit was tough to see.
So one question. Oh no, what
Honestly.
did you say? One sorry.
I was gonna say, I think the severity of his shit, I think he should retire from football.
I agree with that.
Some Andrew Luck.
I don't think it's worth it.
No, but I
to-
think it's worse than Andrew Luck though.
Yo, I have a question though. Do you think that like football is like a worse sport for the brain than like boxing or MMA?
No,
I think
I
so.
don't think so.
I don't think it's worse
No.
for
I thi-
boxing, but
Not worse than boxing.
let me put it like this: there's a difference between kind of going into a situation knowing you're gonna take blunt force trauma to the head, and then being unintentionally getting a hit
A
to the
concussion.
head.
Yeah, you got to think about it. Football players, they slamming into each other's
Right,
like damn
nonstop.
near every play.
Right.
You doing that shit for 60 minutes.
But the reason why I believe it's a little bit more dangerous, these motherfuckers are the elite of elites of elite athletes. Imagine Aaron Donald
they're going
just
at top
head
speed.
to head every play as fast as hard as you can, bro.
Top speed.
Bro, like,
Full strength.
but the thing is, I mean, this is more of like the not conspiracy theory aspect of it, but it's like, bro, like there's a billions of billions of billions of dollars behind this. They just can't just end football. There's no way.
I see what you're saying, but like in UFC and boxing, you're trying to. I mean, your opponent is
Trying to take your head off.
Yeah, trying to. In football, like nigga, that shit. I mean, unless you're
Right,
Greg
like
Williams and shit trying to target
it
him.
was just a simple play. Like he just got sacked in his and like he fell to the ground and his head hit the ground. The same thing that happened the previous week. How many times does that same thing happen to a bunch of other players? And then look at what happened. To him.
Right.
If I'm Tua, I'm getting an independent neurologist outside of the organization that's associated with the Miami Dolphins, and then I'm doing the full Tyrod Taylor route, suing the fuck out of the doctors that signed off on this bullshit.
Honestly, yeah, I'm suing the shit out of the Miami Dolphins organization.
Yeah,
Fuck 'em.
And like Juan said, I'm probably retiring from football. That shit's not worth it.
But it kind of sucks he didn't get his big contract yet.
Yeah, he's
He's about to if they sue the fuck out of them.
True. There you go.
Bro, if you don't care about my well-being after seeing what I went through and you still let me play.
Hey, what I will
Possibly taken
say,
years.
what I
off
will
of my
say,
life.
I don't think any occupation gives a fuck about your well-being. If you're being real,
When you're making that much money, no, probably
They're
not.
gonna send that shit to HR.
they'll send it to HR.
They're gonna send out like, oh, if you need some therapy or emotional distress shit, like just
Right.
hit us up. But we're
But
replacing this.
that's
dude.
nuts, though.
But
Yeah.
before I wanted to bring up one thing though, and there's a pattern here that I know you fancy too. I'm not the only one with this thought. Is it weird that Miami is just getting all these scandals just coming out on them all the time?
What do you mean?
First, they tried to tank last year.
No, not last year. They tried to tank.
Brian Flores.
For Tua.
Brian
Tank for Tua.
Flores got let go because he didn't want to tank.
Right.
Now they got shit going on with their medical staff, and supposedly they scapegoated some neurologist or whoever the guy that they had on their staff. But it shows the Miami organization doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
And I go back to my old statements. If you gonna cheat, you gotta be fucking smart enough to do it.
Shout out Bill Belichick.
You motherfuckers is not smart enough to outsmart the system. You
They
got
for sure tried to cut the fucking
Flag on the play.
concussion protocol.
Flag on the
They
play.
definitely went around it somehow to have him back out
Bro,
there.
they did because they said it was a back injury
A back injury.
That's what I'm saying,
This motherfucker can't stand on 2 feet.
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Back
This is-
injury.
This is all
Oh
nonsense.
my gosh.
But it kind of goes back to I think I spoke about this on a few episodes back, where the NFL they sweep a lot of shit under the rug.
Yeah,
to
just pay people off.
just to have that image of like it's not as severe as it may seem.
Nah, I would say when the NFL we grew up watching to the NFL now, I've always looked at the NFL like a boys' club.
Why?
They
What do you
do
mean?
it's kind of like a place where boys will always be boys, and they'll always, like you said, just sweep shit under the rug, scandals, things that happen.
Bro, there's
When
too much
guys
money.
go out drinking, bars and bathrooms, not to name no quarterback, but
Big Ben.
things happen, and the boys are always gonna look out for the boys.
But yeah, shit gets looked the other way when it comes to
I think it's money. I think it's all business and money.
That's
That's
all
my
it is.
opinion.
I know there's everybody knows why Miami wanted to push Tua back out there because they know he's their best chance at
To win,
a playoff run.
But if
They
he's
know
really
their
your
chance.
best chance at a playoff run, why was he out there?
But my question is,
He's
just
a
to play
means to
devil's
an end.
advocate, maybe they thought he was fine. What if they thought he was actually fine?
Nah, bro. Not even devil. Nah,
Deeper,
nah.
darker criminal link. What if they're not even intended on giving Tua the big contract?
And they want to fuck him up?
They were tanking. They were trying to
But
tank.
they're on the top of the division, though.
No. I'm talking about last
these
past
year?
previous years.
Oh,
They were tanking for number one picks.
Yeah.
They wanted Burrow, not Tua.
Yeah. What if they're still trying to tank? We just don't know it yet. And they're trying to get Bryce Young.
Yo, you're gonna get us canceled, bro. We can't do conspiracy theories anymore.
I mean, it's not a conspiracy. They already came out. They already got them draft picks taken because they caught
fucked
them.
up.
They could, they could possibly get Brady next year.
Man,
His contract's up
after this divorce. Brady going to the crib. Brady done.
No, he's not. He's probably gonna. Bro,
Man,
He like, I got a free crib. He about to have
The
bitches.
last statement on the podcast. Tom Brady is winning the chip this year.
Nah, what do you mean last statement? We got a couple.
Nah, I
No,
said
I'm saying the last statement.
I
to
said
elaborate.
that. I said that shit the other day. He probably gonna win the chip this
He
year. I
said
think.
because it's football. I think he jerks off to like watching film. Like, bro, he don't give a fuck, bro.
Nope.
Yeah, on it, like getting divorced.
Spider wide banana.
I don't
No,
think that
getting
shit
divorced
bothers
was
him.
more motivation. He was like, word.
He's like, I just get to devote more time to football. Word.
He's
Fuck
gonna
these
play till he's
kids.
50. You know that now. He was like,
I said that shit
was
the
his
other
only
day, too.
shackle. That was his only shackle, honestly. Because now he's like, bro, I could play till I'm fucking 50.
Bro, this motherfucker probably on that phone now. Yo, Jules, you want to come out here and catch some passes?
Yo, that's a hilarious ass word.
You know what it says? He's like, yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Where he goes, his family was the only shackles.
Yeah. Ain't shit holding me back now.
Oh, nah, he still got kids. We talking this bullshit. He
that's-
still got kids.
But that's Brady.
He said, "Fuck
Don't
them
they-
kids." Thing.
don't
Yeah,
they-
facts.
Bro, they about to be catching passes when they go over there.
And
This
then
ain't
he's
no-
like, I know, right? He been playing for so long.
Dad,
no-
can we do something else? Shut the fuck up. Get them hands
Yo,
up.
that's LeBron with his kids. Yo,
Tom Brady's a psychopath,
Be
bro.
honest, this ain't no Beyonce.
Talking about Tua
irreplaceable
CTE, bro. This
nah,
motherfucker.
Tom Brady just loves this shit.
Nah, he ain't got hit that
Fucking
much.
love this
His
shit.
head ain't been bouncing off the ground.
He gonna win. He gonna make a playoff run because you know.
Oh, he-
and he at home.
I'm telling you, he's winning that shit.
Yeah,
he might.
but that Tampa team right now, they kind of like wobbling a little bit. Once they get real sturdy,
Wanna know why?
man, that
Once they get
shit.
some fucking receivers healthy. nigga.
That's all it is,
the
really.
rest in the receivers for the playoffs. They're
Well,
winning the
hey,
NFC East.
You seen Cole
I mean,
Beasley
NFC
fucking
South.
retired, bro?
They thought
out
he
of
was gonna
nowhere?
go to Tampa and do something.
Who, Beasley?
Yeah,
They thought that was the next.
they
Jules
signed
over
him and he fucking retired. Look at that,
I think he retired because of that shit with Brady. He's like, oh yeah, you want to fucking keep playing,
bro.
football?
I don't know why Edelman didn't go to Tampa, dog. He should just do it. He know he want to.
because
He knows he wants to go play with Brady.
I don't know.
He's probably like legitimately like, bro, this is the end for me. Like my body's breaking down. You know what I mean? At a certain point, it's like, all right, I could still play, but it's like because I love the game.
I would have loved to
Nah,
see Edelman in the Tampa.
Nah,
jersey.
shout out Edelman. He
Nah,
puts out. He puts
in
out
the
great.
slot, in the
lie.
slot for Tampa, he would have been
man.
nuts.
Hey, shout out Edelman. He puts out great content on Instagram. I'll give him that.
You seen that shit the other day? He roasted Brandon Marshall or some shit like that.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Oh, what? Yo, oh my.
Yeah,
He said
nah,
some
but
funny shit.
he
Forgot what he said.
puts out great content.
But he was like, yo, how many playoff games you play in? Or how many playoff games you won?
He said that
And
to Brandon Marshall?
Yeah, Brandon Marshall's like,
Because receivers don't be respecting Edelman the way they should. Edelman's a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
say
a
though.
future Hall of Famer.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
that's
start-
a touchy topic
I'm gonna
right
start- I'm
there.
gonna
Him
start-
not being a Hall of Famer?
I'm gonna start some beef right quick. Another sports podcast. Fuck, I am athlete, and fuck you, Brandon Marshall. You suck, bro.
Oh man, why?
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 I don't know.
Did he scam well, he didn't scam him, but like he kind of played.
No, I don't know. I just don't
Fred
like his
Taylor?
content. I think Brandon Marshall sucks.
He was a good receiver, man.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
know
a good
about
receiver.
I
that.
mean,
He
his
was a-
content.
he was
His
a dangerous
content.
receiver.
His content.
Yeah,
he was
he
a great
was
receiver, but his content
tough.
sucks.
I'm athlete's pretty cool.
I don't.
You just don't like LaShawn McCoy. That's what it is.
I don't mind LeSean
Shady, that
McCoy.
nigga shady,
I don't-
dog.
I think Brandon Marshall just he does a little too much. I don't know.
He's a media guy.
He's a little too much.
He's a media guy.
You think he portrays that role very, very, very well? Like he
No,
he's
that's
too into it, or you think? He's
I
just trash?
don't know. I just don't think he's that good. That's just my opinion.
No. Do you like Richard Sherman on the
I actually do. He's actually really good. I
like
do
him,
like
yeah.
him.
As an analyst,
Yeah, he's really good. I actually do.
Yeah,
like
he's a
Richard
smart
Sherman.
guy.
I actually do like Richard Sherman.
I don't know about Wentworth. What's his name? Wentworth, the left tackle from the. He just retired.
Jason Whitworth. Oh,
Not
he.
him. Andrew Whitworth.
Oh,
You like him?
Andrew Whitworth.
I don't know if I like him or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know if I. Oh, with Richard Sherman.
Yeah, the bald white
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
No. You know who's
Andrew-
actually good? Travis Kelce and his brother was it
Jason Kelsey.
Yeah,
they got a podcast.
yeah.
too.
They're
That's
I
his
heard
pretty,
it's
stuff.
pretty good. I heard it's good.
you know.
who was
but-
the QB that they had as an analyst recently? The bum that was mad that Brady wouldn't give him no respect.
Oh, fucking.
Fucking
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Fitz.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. They had him as an analyst.
Fitzpatrick. Yeah.
He's on there now, right?
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah, he's on there now. And they were trying to give him all this credibility. I was like, this motherfucker ain't never win no.
You know what's
playoff
funny,
games.
bro? You know what it is? And I will never forget this shit. This was in high school junior year. We was in gym class. And then me and Jared was saying, fuck Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he was going off in Buffalo. And then the gym teacher, I don't know his name, but he was like, you guys are crazy. He's doing really well. And we're like, yo, fuck Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro. Fuck his
Yeah,
You're like, bro, like.
Yeah, I wonder which team that was. One of the other 30 teams that cut him.
Yeah, no, he was
Journeyman
playing Buffalo.
No, he's
backup.
doing great. Yeah, what was that contract extension at?
You know, I don't know. Like, I feel
Ain't
like,
one.
You know what's a perfect way to end this shit? Motherfuckers are prisoners of the moment behind the bars. Just like, you know.
Exact. He was just good enough on every team he played on
Yeah.
for them to
Fitzmagic.
let him go and go to another team.
Bro, he was a bridge quarterback for every fucking team he played for.
Facts.
Every single one. Every single one.
I do
Got that bag.
They
though.
they sign him. They draft the quarterback they need. All right, peace out.
He's just the backup.
Deuces.
Right. Like,
Practice
come on,
squad as
bro.
QB. But I do got one more question. Do we want to touch on wrestling or do we? I mean,
What you got?
I mean, it's been.
So- how long is this podcast?
I don't know. I feel it's.
Get started with it real quick.
Hurry up. Let it go.
Alright,
Let it
so-
go. Let it go.
Recently, and I want to bring this up because we talked about AEW on the previous pod, and I noticed something, and there was a very popular trend going on through AEW. I noticed that AEW is very good at promoting their wrestlers, especially ones that they're bringing on to like major rival contracts and things like that. But they have a lot of female entertainers and wrestlers that are like they're staples in those promotions. And then you know who they just brought on? Paige.
What's her name now? Sarai?
Soraya. How do you
That
feel?
silence is exactly how I feel about it. She's gonna be it's
She's a
it's-
former two-time
it's a shock.
Divas champion, isn't she?
But she can't wrestle because she has a neck injury.
No, they just cleared it.
yeah, they cleared her.
Oh, she ain't.
She wrestled.
She ain't fucking working. She's not working.
Aw.
Do you see how the women in AEW work? I'm sorry. It's not their fault. They're just not at the level they should be to be on TV. It's not of their own volition that they're out there. They're told to go out there and do this and that this looks good. It does not look good.
Oh,
When
so-
Paige starts wrestling in AEW, I'm not wishing this. I'm telling you what's going to happen. She's going to get hurt.
I was gonna come out with the hot take. I was gonna say I think AEW has a better female roster than the WWE.
Not even close.
Who's their best wrestler out of WWE? Sasha Banks don't
Hold
even
on.
fuck with the WWE.
I'm going to tell you Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks. No,
Who else?
don't
We
include
got
Sasha Banks.
Bianca
That's-
Belair,
I'm glad-
Trish Stratus.
Bailey. They got
Stacey
Io
Keebler.
Shirai up there now.
Fuck up, nigga.
So I did some.
They got Dakota Kai up there now.
So now we could bridge it into my thing. I heard Sasha Banks
Oh, really?
ain't really on the best of terms with WWE right now, and they've caught her. They've caught her looking at other venues, looking around. She might be a free agent coming up. So if she end up
And
on
where's she gonna go?
AEW,
AEW.
what does she
Like
do?
everybody else.
What does she do? What is that? Does that topsy turvy that fucking scale y'all got going?
No.
on?
It's a business strategy. All right, you're going to sign everybody we fucking release. We're going to see how much money you
Bro,
fucking
you
got.
know what? I'm gonna relate this shit back to fucking UFC, bro. That's the same shit with UFC. When they release somebody, go right to Bellator. Who the fuck wants to watch the hand-me-downs?
Facts. Exactly. Like, and it,
Go to
you
boxing.
You can't pay
Make some
all
money
these
for once.
people. And then if you do pay all these people, how are you going to properly utilize all these people?
I feel you.
Something's got to give. So that's what I mean. Like, it's not to say she can't be a factor in AEW. It's just will she be allowed to be a factor in AEW? Because the list of former WWE stars in AEW right now is endless,
Through the roof, bro.
and none of them are factors.
Mm.
So
Yep.
I just noticed that AEW is posturing a lot of female wrestlers, and I think that's where they're trying to target a lot of their future endeavors.
they
into-
have the best mindset as far as pushing women's wrestling.
That's what I'm
I think.
saying.
They
Yeah.
really want to do that
Like
as far as future wrestling fans bringing them more into women's wrestling and making it more accepted, everywhere.
Yeah.
But like I said, the women's product they're putting out is going against that.
Yeah,
It's kind of countering that. It's kind of making
How
people
so? How so?
because it's just not good. Like they're not at the level as
Oh, the skill
like
levels.
the WWE
the
women
quality's
are.
not there.
I'm
Okay.
gonna give you a
It's
clip
not
right here.
there,
I'm gonna
like-
give you a clip.
Okay.
In the current professional wrestling landscape, from my unbiased, impartial opinion, it's looking like AEW might be the better choice for female wrestlers in the future. Just the way they promote, the way they're trying to push for it. It's looking like they're giving more main event opportunities to female wrestlers. I get it. The product might be not as crisp as what you
I don't
want.
remember which one of you said it about AEW having a farm system, kind of.
I got you.
They don't have one yet.
They don't.
So if you are a female wrestler and you're serious about the business, I'd go to WWE first,
Mm-hmm.
and then and learn
Learn the
really
foundation.
what this shit's about.
Yeah.
People say WWE, it's a bad environment. Okay, it's the fucking army. Then you're gonna go to it's boot camp. You're gonna fucking learn everything you need to learn about this business in this set period of time.
Mhm.
Learn how to carry yourself. Learn how to work. Learn how to market yourself. Learn how to promo. Learn how to get your charisma over with the crowd.
How to take
all
a
of that.
fucking bump.
How to take a proper bump. Oh God,
Damn.
these fucking kids nowadays can't take proper bumps in the ring, which is why they be fucking themselves up
Yeah.
and giving themselves early onset CTE at fucking 21 years old.
Hey.
But that's beside the point.
But
AEW doesn't have the farm system. If I'm a female talent, I'm going to WWE first.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to AEW, getting my big check from Tony, and then
Hey. I don't want to cut you guys off. You guys are on the flow and everything. All I want to say is, I wish we could do a fucking episode every day. We could talk forever, bro. Yo,
we
this
could.
is
Honestly,
honestly.
I still got mad shit.
Yo, we could talk for like forever,
we
bro.
could go on
we got
forever and
like
ever.
wrestling Wednesdays, football Mondays.
I was
MMA
saying that when you were in the
Tuesdays.
bathroom, like, yo, we should just have a show for football.
I
Like,
was
Bro, we
interested
could
in
go
your
so
opinion
hard,
on it,
bro.
because I didn't know how you felt about the female like wrestler, kind of like how that side of wrestling gets promoted. Because I noticed that in AEW, like some of their staple people, like who's like Chris Statlander, Nyla Rose, what is it, Rohi? You know, people that are like
I
either
think-
contenders or people that have been contenders. They give them some limelight on their shit. Whereas WWE, I feel like it's like.
I think
it's
if
like you're
AEW had WWE's women's roster, women's wrestling would be a lot more further along than it is right now.
Mhm.
Clip.
That's honestly what I believe. Like I said, Tony Khan, he has the right idea with how to push the women's wrestling,
Mhm.
but it's just the talent he's featuring isn't ready yet, and I feel like him wanting to do a good thing isn't allowing him to see that, and he's doing these women a disservice.
You know what it is? It's like an MLB. You know what I mean? You got single A, double A, triple A. Majority of these chicks should probably be in double A right now. But
Right.
You're
And it's
bringing
not
them
a
up to-
knock on them.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just to say
They're not ready.
you're not there yet.
yeah, they're bringing them up too early, so they're not really producing compared to what WWE got.
Mhm.
So then there's your lack of
Like, it just sucks to
Quality.
see these women doing matches, cutting promos, and then the crowd just doesn't react.
Yep.
Like, that shit's weird.
'Cause
That
I
shit's
feel-
awkward to see
'Cause
on
I-
national television.
because me personally,
Why would you do that to them every week?
because I feel like that's an untapped market in a sense in a lot of that industry. Like female wrestlers are like highly prevalent, but for like WWE, I don't be seeing the promotions that they should for the female talent that they got.
no.
But AEW, every time you see one of their promos, they got a female wrestler right there.
When you watch the
On the-
matches, they're hot garbage.
Yeah,
WWE
no, I-
doesn't promote the women wrestlers as much,
But
but when you
oh.
watch the matches, they're good.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
like I said, if AEW had WWE's women's roster,
A quick question,
Good
like
God.
just to like wrap it all up. As far as the business side of wrestling, do you think the competition is good for wrestling? Like having all these different organizations, all these different
yes,
promotions?
all the way down through from WWE to TNA,
Yeah.
well, AEW, TNA,
And why?
and then all the other independents around the country. Because if you take the business seriously, it's kind of they're all basically just checkpoints. They're all places you want to be. They're places you need to get. When you start wrestling, you got to work the indies. And that competitive nature on the independents wants you to get yourself over. That's your competition. The next level and getting yourself over so you can get to that next level.
See, in layman's terms, when you're working at McDonald's, you got to work the fries before you can get to the motherfucking grill.
Right. Okay. But
There's rolls.
There's levels to
Like,
this.
Well, I
wanna
guess
hire-
McDonald's
wait,
would be the
like-
independents. I wouldn't say you'd want to work
like
at McDonald's.
I guess
Nah,
I mean I guess the question wasn't
I
really.
just fucking stopped-
I
I
guess
just
the question
stomped on
wasn't
that
really
shit by
for
accident.
the wrestler standpoint, but it's the business side for the consumer.
No, and I think it all goes hand in hand because having different views of wrestling allows you to appreciate different wrestling.
So it's almost like, you know what it is, right? It's almost like the USFL, the XFL, and the NFL. You're gonna watch the NFL more than anything else, but it's kind of cool to watch that. Just, you know what I mean? Like, oh,
but
shit,
you
I
see,
gotta watch that.
that's not what I was trying to get at. Because what I'm trying to say is like just going with AEW, because like I said, I see a lot of AEW content. I feel like, I mean, I don't know if they're as big as WWE necessarily, but
Promo that shit.
yeah,
though.
right,
They
right.
Promo
But-
that shit.
like, is it?
It's because they
Like,
have to.
No, I'm saying, is it pushing WWE to push a better product? That's the reason why I'm asking. I don't know.
Well, no, because I don't think Vince cared. Vince never
Yeah,
took them serious.
I don't think when Vince was in charge, it was pushing them to make a better product. Only because Vince is very
Old school.
arrogant.
Well, yeah.
And I,
He's definitely one to stick to his own guns and fucking my shit smells the best.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Triple H might be a little bit more competitive. So I think now, more than before,
Well, yeah.
AEW might be pushing them.
let me. The thing is too, like I know you're saying that the product might not be what it needs to be. But
AEW?
AEW, but like these motherfuckers are selling out 20,000 capacity stadiums and shit. Like they're selling these shits out.
Well, they got
Yeah,
stars, bro.
it's like-
it's a cult following,
It's
and they are selling them out. But you do have a national television obligation every week on Wednesday and Friday night, and check out their TV ratings and tell me if they fulfilled that obligation properly. Their audience is a niche audience. They have about 500 to 700,000 avid viewers. Occasionally they'll get that bump in ratings when they got a big star debuting, or if it's like a pay-per-view type
Gotcha.
show.
So it's a cult following fan base.
Kinda, yeah. Like
the
they
gathering of the
all their
juggalos,
stars
in a
built their
sense.
essentially when they first started, all their stars were fucking grassroots guys. They built their name on the independents and through social media the hard way. I respect it. But then they came to AEW and there was no guidance. Everyone just kind of was friends and was doing wrestling with their friends, which is how it came across.
There was
buying
no
people in
structure
the
over
locker
there.
room.
You know what the fuck, bro? That's mad random. But you know what that just you speaking on that shit? That reminds me of this right here. What you just said. It reminds me of this right here.
Hey, but behind the scenes, we got a lot more structure than AEW.
Oh, no,
I can guarantee you that.
Hey, but you speaking. You know, it'd be cool if you did this shit every day. This is an idea. You speaking. Like we're doing live streaming, watching AEW, WWE and shit.
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
You know, we're just watching AEW, breaking it down.
We
For
can do a Friday Night Rampage episode. You know what I mean?
hey,
That's the next division, stocked up wrestling.
hey,
next
let's
division.
go.
Tables, ladders, and chairs matches.
Dudley Boy.
Oh shit! Cankle lock.